What's up, YouTube? This is Low Echo. My name is Parker, and I'm here for the Raw Rundown for December 4th, 2017. Just so you guys know, I'm recording this a week after it happened, so my memory on all the details is a little off. So I apologize that it's not in a little more detail than it could be, but um, hopefully from now on, we'll be getting things out and recorded the week of. And also, welcome to the new studio for the Raw Rundown. JK, this is actually my apartment. Um, I don't think we announced it, but Zach actually graduated from college, so congratulations to Zach for that. And so we are obviously no longer able to uh, use his dorm room for our videos because that would be weird because other people will live there now, and that might be awkward. So I'll be doing these videos, and most of our videos will you'll have this very plain background. Maybe I'll get a picture or something up so it's got some kind of decoration, but and then some videos, probably most, if not all, of the SmackDown surveys will be recorded at Zach's place. But with all of that, let's, as Ross, formerly known as the King Ross, would say, let's get cracking with the neck and whatever the heck that means, and get on with the show. So, to start the show, we had Kurt Angle come out, and I think he was going to announce some of the matches that were planned ahead of time. And I think one of the matches was going to be an Intercontinental title match with an opponent for Roman Reigns, and he was about to announce that competitor, I believe, when Jason Jordan came out and was like, "Hey, fake dad, I'm wanting to be in this match with Roman Reigns," and Kurt Angle was like, "Well, fake son, I don't think we're gonna do that because Samoa Joe's gonna do that," and Jordan was like, "No, fake dad, I want a title shot. I fought Roman before, and I held my own. I think I deserve the title shot, and all this stuff." And Kurt was like, "No, fake son, we're not doing that." And then Roman came out and was like, "Jordan, you're not good enough for that, and I want Joe because he choked me out, and I'm mad, and rough, and all that Roman does." And then Joe came out, and uh, uh, I don't know exactly how. I think um, Jordan attacked Roman for some reason. Um, I think he gave him like a belly to belly suplex. I don't know. I don't remember why. Sorry, like I said. And because of that, Roman was like, "Fine, never mind. I don't want Joe. I want Jordan." So the match was made for later on. Um, and I only wanted to talk about this just because it's how the show started, and it's gave us what one of the matches was going to be for the night. But I don't really have much opinion on the segment. There wasn't anything super great about it, and there wasn't anything really terrible about it either. So I can't really give this an up or a down. I just wanted to let you guys know that this happened because it's set up for later in the show. And it actually led to that match right afterwards, which was Roman Reigns versus Jason Jordan for the Intercontinental Championship, and it was a good match. I don't think it was as good as their match before that they had a couple months ago, but it was a good match. And of course, Roman did end up winning because woof woof, he's the big dog. Um, and like I said, I don't really remember everything about the match, but I remember that it was good, and it's going to get an up. Next, we had a match between Paige and Sasha Banks. And of course, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville were at ringside for Paige, and I believe Mickie James and Bayley were on at ringside for Sasha. And this match was good. It was Paige's first match back from her injury and suspension and all that stuff. So it was great seeing her in the ring again. She hasn't really lost a step. She's obviously kept training and stuff like that. So she was really good in this match. And they won because of shenanigans. I believe Rose and Deville tagged Mickey and Bailey, which distracted Banks to allow Paige to get the victory, which I feel like was a good way to do it. You obviously want to keep Paige and Absolution looking strong and using the numbers game and stuff like that. So I'm going to give it an up as well. Next, we have something of an anomaly because, as we know, we don't talk about anything that has to do with cruiserweights because cruiserweights are not part of Raw because that's made plainly obvious by the word Raw being taken off of the screen and being replaced with the word cruiserweight. So it's obviously not part of Raw. But this segment includes a Raw superstar, and so because it involves a Raw superstar, I will be talking about those segments where that said Raw superstar and any other Raw superstar that may be involved in future segments with cruiserweights. But I will only be talking about it for the sake of the Raw member because they're the only ones that matter. And in this particular, I tell you, this was bad. So I believe we had Enzo Amore talking to Drew Gulak, I think might have been what was going on. And Drew left, and it just was on Enzo. And so Enzo turns around, and who happens to be by his side other than Nia Jax? So Nia Jax is standing there staring at Enzo with the creepiest smile. It was like it was bad. It was very bad. And she's just like, how you doing? And as soon as I saw this, I just face palmed because I was just like, no, do not do this. For one thing, WWE, from their track record, has proved that they do not know how to book a love romance angle. They don't know how. And also, while I will say that Nia Jax sucks as a wrestler, and I don't want to see her wrestle, I even more so don't want to see her flirting with Enzo Amore. Like, I will shoot myself in the face area if I have to watch too much more of this. It's so bad. It was just so weird, so awkward. It's so forced. Like, to me, I don't know. I just think it's demeaning for Nia because it's just like this funny. It's showing once again WWE being behind the times, and they're gonna try and get comedy out of this larger woman. No offense to Nia Jax. That's just, I'm not saying she's overweight. I'm just saying she's larger than most girls. Than most girls. That's funny, actually. She's not like most girls. She's a larger woman, which is fine. She's a pretty woman. But Enzo is not a handsome man. He's a short, small, weirdo, and this is WWE's attempt at like one of those weird like mixed couples that don't belong together, and it's so bad, it's so weird, it's not good at all, and so I hate that Nia Jax has been put in this position. Not that I want her to wrestle. I just maybe she can get a job backstage or something. I don't know. I'm sorry, but it's getting them down. It was so bad. Um, Next, we had Elias who was out playing his guitar, and I believe earlier in the night he had went to Kurt Angle and he insulted him and Jason Jordan because he was like, "Oh, you give Jason Jordan title shots and all this stuff," and he made some kind of insult. I don't remember. And so Angle said he was going to get an opponent for him for later in the night. So Elias was playing a song and he gets interrupted by none other than Braun Strowman, who just comes to the ring and destroys Elias really quickly, and then it's over. I gave this a down. Um, I love Strowman and I like Elias, but I don't think that Elias, if you just wanted a Strowman killing someone segment, that would have been great. But do it on somebody that you haven't tried to build up in the past. And Elias has been someone that they've pretty consistently been kind of pushing kind of a little more up the card over the last few months. And so I just don't think this was good for Elias. Um, Kurt said he was going to get somebody for a match, and it wasn't a match; it was just an attack. So, and it wasn't enjoyable like most Strowman destroying people things are. So I don't know. I had to give it a down. Next, we have Asuka versus Alicia Fox, and it's getting a down because it sucked. It was so terrible. I swear to the Lord above, I do not I do not want to see Asuka have to take offense from Alicia Fox. That's the last thing I want to see. And that's like the match was probably like 2, maybe 3 minutes tops, and like 3/4 of that match was Alicia Fox on the offense, not destroying Asuka, but like it was just Asuka selling to Alicia Fox, which is not what I want to see at all. Alicia Fox is even worse than Nia Jax, and she already had her stupid love angle with a cruiserweight earlier in the year with Noam Dar and Rich Swann. So we can't do anything like that again. So I guess we're back to giving her matches. But God, this was just so awful. Uh, and Asuka, like I don't think it's enjoyable seeing Asuka sell for 90% of a match and then hit 2 moves and pin or submit someone. I don't think that's enjoyable. That's not entertaining to me. So it's getting it down. Um, but following the end of that match, we had Absolution come out and they circled the ring and they let Asuka leave for the second week in a row, which seemed interesting. But then they attacked Alicia Fox and beat her up. And that is, of course, getting an up because that's just great. It was just really entertaining, really fun. That's entertainment. Just I want to see Alicia Fox get beat up or just not be on my screen. That would be even better, actually. Next, we had Finn Balor versus Bo Dallas. And this was set up because Bo Dallas decided it would be a good idea to face Finn Balor in a match. Not the smartest decision, Bo, but whatever. This is getting a huge down. And it has nothing to do with the match at all. I honestly don't remember if that match was good or bad. I don't care. The problem with this is how much WWE has buried Balor in such a short amount of time. Like right before Survivor Series, we had one of the best Raw matches of the year with Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe, and then now he's fighting Bo Dallas. Really? Like he was supposed to be against Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble, but now that's thrown out because he's not over. The reason why he's not over is because you've been jobbing him out to Kane. Like that's not what people want. People like Finn, but when you make terrible booking decisions, people are gonna boo. People aren't gonna cheer because it's stupid. So it's getting a huge down because Balor deserves so much more. Next, we did have though I would say the best part of Raw, which it started out with Bray Wyatt on the Titantron. Now, Bray Wyatt on the Titantron doesn't normally lead to ups, but this is a different occasion because in the middle of Bray speaking, we had the Titantron change, and suddenly a an awakened Matt Hardy was upon our screen, and it was delightful, you might say, or wonderful. I don't do a good broken impression, but it was amazing. It was. I haven't laughed in a good way watching a WWE programming in a long time. I loved the heck out of this. Bray was just kind of average, kind of like normal Bray stuff, but Matt was so good. It was amazing. It was hilarious. And then at the end, it kept going back and forth between the two, and the two of them just laughing. And it was great. I was just grinning from ear to ear. It was amazing. Woken or broken, same thing, I guess. Matt Hardy is finally in the WWE, and I'm excited. I I do worry that they'll mess it up because they usually mess a lot of things up. That it's like they have this like golden egg, and they're like, oh my god, it's so pretty, and then oops, I dropped it, and now it's broke. That's normally how WWE does things, and so I worry that Woken Matt will be dropped and broken, but I hope not. And I have to believe that he'll have control and be uh, done well. But it gets a huge up. It was amazing. And in the finale of the um, the show, the main event, you might call it. Um, we had Cesaro and Sheamus versus Ambrose and Rollins for the contractual um, rematch for the Raw Tag Team titles. And the match was obviously great because all the competitors are great. But the match had to be restarted because of some sort of shenanigans. I can't right now remember what it was that happened, which caused the DQ or something. I can't remember what it was. But and then Kurt Angle did restart the match and announced that it was going to be no disqualification. And it looked like Ambrose and Rollins were going to be able to reclaim the titles until Samoa Joe actually came and intervened. I guess because he hates Roman so much that he decided to hurt his brothers too. That seems to be the angle, and that led to the Shield losing, and they did not reclaim the title. But with the match being as good as it was, and um, an apparent future 6-on-6 tag match in the future, because apparently that's all we can do with the Shield is set up 3-on-3. I think I said 6-on-6. Wow, I did. That's bad. 3-on-3. They don't duplicate themselves. That's not a power that they possess. Um, so apparently, the only thing that WWE can think to do with the Shield is find some way to establish another 3-on-3 feud, which is a little disappointing, seeing how awesome the Shield used to be. But everything was good enough that it does get an up, and that does round out Raw for I almost said January, and I don't know why. I guess I'm just really ready for next year. December 4th of 2017, the Ups do narrowly take the victory, 5-4. So it kind of shows that it was just kind of a decent Raw. But I hope you guys did enjoy nonetheless. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button for us and comment what you thought of this Raw and subscribe so you don't miss any more content. But with that, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. My name is Parker from Wawa Echo, and I'll see you very soon. Peace.